GM fam, welcome back to Value Vibes, where we talk all about Solana NFTs, the drama, the love, the vibes, and if we are actually coming back from the dead with our soul tokens. So let's talk about it. What's up, Zircon? What's going on, man? How's everything?
Hey Phil, it was a really bloody week this week. Actually, I've never seen this much drama around the whole ecosystem in a while. This FTX with Binance gonna buy, then taking the offer out. Well, now the unstaking of the Solana tokens. We have many things to talk about just on the whole blockchain and how that hit the complete NFT market. Like collections are dropping really hard, and the price of Solana is going down like crazy. But I don't know. I've never seen this much of a drop of Solana like ever. But we'll see how it goes. I'm here today to talk more about what is going in general, more than give just my opinion. So we'll see. We'll see what we have to say about it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. There's a lot to talk about on what's going on. A lot of NFTs have went down from yesterday. Yesterday, everything was in red when I was looking at it. There seems to be a little bit of green, but not that much. Everything is still on red right now.
Yeah.
All the NFTs that I've been tracking, and yeah, it's been crazy. Like, what's your thoughts around all this?
I mean, I knew it was gonna happen. If people normally paper in an actual market in a good market condition, imagine if Solana tokens go down like they went. They were like 30 a few days ago, and now we're talking Solana. I think yesterday Solana touched 9, which is crazy. Almost six more than 60% drop in a couple of days. So it's normal that people just wanna cut off losses and and get away. Like they are really there's people that are really scared on the whole situation of the Solana drop. They actually think that Solana might die, and not, I
Yeah,
think that's the main reason for the drops. And also we have some, I always try to say that in this kind of scenarios, people that have a voice have to be really careful with what they say on Twitter, for example. And I've seen a lot of influencers just not helping at all. Like instead of trying to calm down everyone, just like, oh, we're gonna put more fire to to the actual pit. And I think that's not helping at all to the NFT situation, not just Solana. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I see Solana now starting to stabilize a little bit around 13. So we'll have to see how it moves from there. I mean, there's nothing we can do.
yeah. Yeah, right now Solana is at what, $14, and it's still slowly coming down. It looks like there's no stop to it yet. I think it's still gonna be probably going down for a little while through this whole phase. And as you can see right here, Solana, it did jump just a little bit, but it's still going through its phase in this one
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
But yeah, definitely a huge dip. Um, I don't know where the price is going. I mean, no one knows where the price is going.
No.
We still have macro conditions that are still starting with the Federal Reserve. So that's another part that will play out in here on top of what just happened with saying Bankman. So a lot to consider here with Solana. And overall, the market has also been on a downtrend as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and you have Bitcoin at 16,000, Ethereum at 1,200, which they kind of held. But yeah, definitely a lot of different situations here. But yeah, Solana has taken the biggest dip, going to 13th place, past Dogecoin. They were past Shiba, but seems like they regained from Shiba now. So, um, good on them there. But yeah, um, an interesting day, man. I didn't know where to start off with saying Bankman and a whole ZZ situation. I didn't see that coming as well. Yeah, definitely for the people who had money in FTX. I mean, we're here, for anything. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of situations going on here.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it with Terra with the Terra Luna ecosystem like a couple of months ago, and if I think if we've learned one lesson from last time and this time is that you cannot rely on just one exchange. If you are an exchange guy, a six guy, you have to be diversifying as well on exchanges just in case because we are in a bear market and if a whole ecosystem died from in a couple of days, and now with FTX, the top two company on exchange matter had already broke. I mean, this is a clear sign that you have to start diversifying your money just to be sure, because I know for a fact there's a lot of people that don't have FTT tokens, but they have their money on the exchange, and I don't know what's going to happen with those funds. How those people are gonna get their money from FTX, like Bitcoin or Ethereum, not even FT tokens. That's a thing
Yeah,
that concerns me because that's a lot of money there, and I don't know what's gonna happen with them.
right. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. We're gonna definitely see. It's same situation with Voyager. Voyager has been in. Actually, FTX bought them out, so I don't know what's gonna happen now with FTX being out with Voyager. So we
Yeah.
shall see. But we don't specifically talk about crypto coins going up or down. We're more in the degen world of NFTs, and there are a lot to talk about in here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the first thing is the gods and Frank. What has been happening with this drama? Do you like it? Do you think it's good for Frank to talk in spaces? What's up?
Uh, I have a few things to say about the whole Frank drama. For people that don't know, Frank is the founder of DeGods, the top one collection on Solana. And one of the main things that happened is that on the first crash, because Solana went from 13 to 18, I think. On the first crash, Frank tweeted about moving or bridging. He didn't specify. He said he was talking to his community, to the God community, about bridging the collection to Ethereum, and that was a real hit to the whole ecosystem because Frank is like the boss here on Solana. So if the boss starts considering that it's a good idea to bridge the collection, I mean, we are a little bit screwed. But I don't know. For me, it was a rush decision. He made a tweet, and like 2 minutes later, once he started seeing the replies, he instantly deleted and say he's not moving to Ethereum. He was just uh, like playing with the ball and seeing what people think about the maybe the idea of bridging the collection. I think it wasn't like the best timing to do that sort of statement. I think because then later on Spaces he's starting clarifying a little bit and trying to say that he's not bridging like the whole collection. Like what he wanted to do is start making some on-chain, multi-chain uh, ecosystem and make a DeGod airdrop on Ethereum. That was the main thing. But I don't know. I maybe it was not the best timing, not the best words. There's a lot of things. Frank always gets hit harder than anyone else just because he's like the number one here on Solana. And I don't know. Maybe it was the worst timing possible with the worst words possible. I don't know.
Yeah, I have to say I'm disappointed in Frank. I've been disappointed on him for like the past week because I think he's young. He's building young and he's still learning on how to become a founder. And the thing is like I'm not a founder. I'm in these top NFT projects or in companies. We aren't in his environment, but as investors, he should see what we view and how we feel when he talks.
Yeah.
So as you can see, There was a lot of selling that occurred because of his statements, and not just because of his statements, but because he was, I think, messing around on Twitter for no good reason. I think Frank needed to not focus on shill and villain and focus on his work, on the dev's work, and what needs to be fixed on the gods. That's what actually got me the most pissed off, was that he was wasting about 5 hours on the guy who no one cares about, and the guy was playing him. He was playing him, and he was emotional. Frank was emotional. Frank was on Twitter Spaces for hours, and it made no sense. I mean, he's running a multi-million-dollar business, and he's worried about some dude on Twitter talking about how his project is no worthless. So Frank, I don't think Frank understands that you will always have haters. People will always hate you, and that's good. I mean, if you don't, then there's something wrong. But with his level, he's gonna have higher level haters, and if he can't handle shill and villain, who is a hater on a small scale, who is nothing, he needs a lot more thicker skin to be ready for the actual haters. People like CZ Binance, that guy, that type of hate to Sam Bankman, that he needs to be ready for that. And he's not ready. He's worried about some dude with walking in his mom's basement, walking around with a puppy, showering with a phone. I mean, that's kind of sad. And I love Frank, and that's why I'm investing in him. But I'm worried. I'm worried that he can't handle scale. This is his, I would say this is like his first time scaling, and he needs to hopefully learn from this type of new world. So that's my little rant on Frank DeGods. Still love him, still hope for the best. I'm an investor and all that, but that's basically it for me on him.
Yeah, I mean, all you say it's true. I think what surprised me the most of Frank is the level of exposure he has. That he doesn't like. He think he has like 200 followers on Twitter. I mean, we're talking about the top #1 guy on Solana, and he acts like he doesn't know he's the top one guy on Solana. Everything he says has an impact on the market. If he says a collection is good, the collection is gonna pump. If he says a collection is bad, that collection is gonna go down to zero. I mean, this guy, I don't know if he doesn't know or he doesn't realize the level of impact he has on the Solana ecosystem. He cannot just go on Twitter and do these kinds of stuff, because it's dangerous for the whole ecosystem and for himself. I mean, he's damaging more. He damaged more his business image with all this that happened than if he didn't say anything at all and just stay quiet. That's the crazy thing. He talked and he wrecked the whole floor price from DeGods just by making like 2 tweets, because he made a whole because I've heard this from many people, the same things you said, that they were disappointed. And I saw one guy on Twitter from DeGods saying that now maybe the only people that is backing up Frank after all that happened is people that are already holding at the god and that are on the whole ecosystem, and people from the outside are maybe not supporting Frank as hard as before, just because of what that happened.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point right there. Definitely right now, a lot of capitulation on the gods, and what's left over just seems like people from Solana. Within Solana. So on other news, Solana, did it really die? Are we really going to zero, or are you still buying NFTs? What's up? Are you just watching the market right now, waiting to see what happens with Sam Bankman and CZ until it's actually ended, and then from there you'll be able to actually analyze and then start looking into it more? Is there a pause?
Okay, I made I was just laughing because I think yesterday I made a copy pasta on Twitter just to have fun with people, saying, "Let me see if I can find it," because it was funny. I got some messages here. Sold everything. My soul and all my NFTs. I'm tired of soul NFTs, tired of losing money. The NFT community is so boring these days. Everyone just wants to fight each other and tweet 1K times a day for engagement. It's not even funny anymore. I'm moving to Cardano. No hate on Cardano. I was just laughing to the guys with a copypasta. I mean, if people don't know, I got drained like a couple of days ago. So I'm really chilled right now. I'm in a really comfortable situation just because I don't have much. I have like 2 zombies and 1 sources. I'm not planning to
Yeah,
sell any of them, and I'm just chilling. I mean,
recovering.
I'm trying to. I will have to wait to recover like everything I built already. But I'm comfortable on Solana going. I mean, it went down to 9, and people like really close to me start panicking, like, "Oh, should I sell everything? What should I do, Zircon?" I was like, I mean, what I recommend to people is if they are holding like a big bag of Solana tokens, if you didn't sell, I mean, you made maybe the wrong decision. But there's nothing much you can do. Maybe if you really need the money, liquidate a little bit of your position just to be a little bit more comfortable with yourself. But I'm not selling anything. I'm gonna wait for for the next couple of days. I'm gonna just let things calm down. I think everyone is a little bit more stressed than usual, and uh, stressed and really, really panicking a lot. I think we just need to wait a little bit to see what happens. Today was a really, really important day on Solana with the epoch and the staking of the 31 million Solana tokens to see if the price went even down, further down. But I'm gonna wait. I mean, I have no rush right now. What I'm seeing is that a lot of collections have dropped really, really hard, and that it's maybe a good. If you're really bullish on Solana on the future, it's like a really good opportunity to start getting some things for a really, really cheap entry price. But I'm not suggesting anyone to buy. That's just a thought I'm having, but I'm gonna wait. That's what I have to say. Like to close everything up, I'm gonna wait for a couple of days so I don't make any rush decisions.
Yeah. And yes, speaking of this deactivation of the staking of Solana, this is the number right now. 31 million.
Yeah,
And kind of interesting right there. It'll be interesting to see if it'll be withdrawn or not. That's the other thing. So we're about to find out on that. Yesterday it was about like 40 million. So it seems that we're 31 million now, which maybe it's a good sign, maybe, but we shall see where that goes as well. But yeah, as nothing here is financial advice. Of course,
no,
we're just talking about cartoon JPEGs and how we just like art. But I I I never if you're so like the main thing here is for me personally for me is if I were to put money into something like like one of these NFTs, it's I to me it's money that I'm just throwing away. I'm
yeah,
not gonna see it. Everything else that I have, I do other things with it. You know, real estate, stocks, just side things as well. But here, it's money that I have left over that I just throw away. And if it makes money, it makes money. So I'm I'm not really looking into this as like I need this money back within 3 months. I need this money back within 2 months. If I can sleep at night knowing that I will lose all the money here, if I can sleep well at night, then I'm okay. If I can't
yeah,
sleep well at night thinking that if I lose all of this and I can't sleep well at night, then I'm overexposed.
yeah,
And that's my main thing right there. Is if I can sleep well at night knowing that this can go to zero. If I can, okay, cool. I'm fine with it. But if not, I'm overexposed. I'm selling. I'm gonna take some out and have some cash somewhere else stashed up. So
yeah, yeah.
that's basically my own way of playing this. So on to the next thing. So um, the oh my gosh. So Bat Brigade Adam collection is coming out. What is up with that? This art seems insane as well. I don't know if you've seen the art here, but
Let me see.
if it looks freaking cool. Let me show you real quick. All right, so this Adam Ape, if I could find it, Adam Ape. It's basically like they're using the line from
Oh, yeah.
Brave
It's
browser,
yeah.
and it's minting out today. And for sure, oh man, I wish I could see it. Oh, and pop heads too. I don't know if you've seen pop heads, but yeah, I can't find the actual NFT for Adam Ape
Oh, there you
with
have it
Brave
on the
browser.
left, on the right. Sorry, on the media thumbnails.
Ah,
There you go.
there you go. It looks pretty cool. 60 million people will see my art this month on the Brave browser homepage. Brave is true Web3 software. This drop is their first entry to the space. Not a lot to be bullish about right now, but I'm 100% bullish on this. So when I opened up my Brave browser, this is like the first thing I saw, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is it right now." So it's really cool. It's minting out today. I'm liking that it's minting out today because if it is and Solana is still down, I probably might get one with with this collection if it's from Brave browser because this is what I use. So
Yeah. I mean, here we have a kind of a really nice situation to analyze. Is it the best timing to drop a collection?
That's a good point. That's good.
I mean, I put it. This was one thing I wanted to talk about because I was thinking the last couple of days because today is Good Mood Dudes as well. I don't know if you remember.
Oh,
Uh,
good with
it, it's
that's not,
it's like, I
oh.
mean, if you're a dev and you've been planning like your collection for the last like 6-8 months, and you settle a date like a month ago. Let's say you said we're minting the 10th of November, like a month ago. And the week before you have to mint, everything starts crashing like crazy. Do you mint anyway? I mean, jokes aside, I really like that they're stepping up to the roadmap and that they didn't change the min price because we've seen this before with some lower crashes. But I remember back in the day when Solana was on 50 and it went down to 30, all the devs were good to okay. Since Solana dropped like 50%, we're instead of a 2 sol mint, it's gonna be a 4 sol mint. It's like, I mean, I know you need the money, but you have to understand that people lost money with the crash as well. People didn't have their whole money on liquid and didn't lose 1 cent and can put 400 USD on your mint collection. And I like that they decided to anyway mint in this current scenario. I don't think they're gonna do as well on secondary market like pumping and anything, but it may be a good situation to just buy for really cheap because Solana is really cheap right now,
Yeah.
and getting already in the collection and see how it goes. I mean, I'm sure that maybe we're not gonna see so bullish scenario on the bull market once we reach just because of the drop. But I don't see Solana dying or moving anywhere or going anywhere. I mean, I'm still bullish, and I would buy if this Brave NFTs would go to, I don't know, 2 sol maybe. I don't know for how much they are minting, but let's say they make from one they go to 2 sol. 2 sol is still a pretty decent price for a company as Brave.
Yeah. It seems like looking at it, it says it's gonna be 3 sol from what I understand, which that right now is like what, $36?
Yeah, more or less. Like 1 sol 3 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's gonna be minting out in 4 hours. So this, I mean, it looks pretty cool. It's a late game, it's a late game collaboration with Adam Ape, and there's not much info on it. It's just a little bit, but we'll see how this plays out. I think overall the supply is 2,500. It looks like I don't think it's gonna mint out, but we'll see. But yeah, definitely
Yeah.
something I'm gonna add to the secondary collection watch list. So,
Yeah, I
but
mean
yeah,
it's brave.
yeah. I mean, I use Brave all the time, so I like getting into projects that it's something that I use all the time. So
Yeah.
Brave is one. Might as well for me. I'll buy one and see how it goes from there. But yeah, any other upcoming NFTs?
I other than Good Mood Dudes, I mean the ones that I was watching were Good Mood Dudes and the Bad Brigade. I have a few on the Mercury list, but I don't know because if decent projects like Cats or even DJ Ape are going down, I don't know what's gonna happen with all these like mid tier projects.
Yeah.
uh because I mean the market conditions aren't like the best, like macro. And now with this Solana crash, we have Inkward Clubs that it's really interesting and it's minting tomorrow, but I don't know. It's
No,
hard
you
to
have
see. Yeah,
you definitely have a interesting point there. Now, as far as the market conditions, I do think Sol's going to go lower, and because this
yeah,
whole time frame was based on saying Bankman and CZ's situation, why Sol is down at $14, and we haven't even seen the macro conditions with the Federal Reserve, which means that this still could go down to $7, $6, $5, even $3. And we're not even done with saying Bankman's situation. There's still a lot to come here with whatever else there is as far as what Alameda and FTX had held on to. There's so much that we don't know yet that could
yeah,
still bring the price down within like these next couple weeks. So we could definitely still see a Solana price less than $10 right now without federal macro conditions to put in macro conditions that could still go down to $6 to $3. So um, that's why this is all kind of like I'm still looking at NFTs. I'm still looking at upcoming NFTs. Um, uh, I'm not gonna mint them. I'm gonna watch them, see how they play out. I'm gonna put
yeah.
them on the secondary watch list, and when I feel comfortable enough, I'm gonna want to buy one eventually. But yeah, just like what you were saying, there's so much things going on right now that
Yeah.
probably observing is best.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wouldn't suggest anyone to just. I saw a lot of people like aping in Solana because I know there's a lot of people. I'm really bullish on Solana, but you have to understand that even with Solana going down from 30 to let's say 10, that was yesterday, and you could probably buy at 10. It's still, I mean, it can still go even down further. I know when you're buying on looking on a really really long run, you have to like buy in in different timestamps, like buying 10, buying at 7, buying at 6. But I don't see the point of buying at 15 if you don't know at all. You are already making a mistake, but not by not knowing what's going to happen. But if you have uncertainty about what's going to happen and you know for a fact that there's a lot of things that can push the price down, buying is completely pointless. I mean, why would you buy if you know there's no market scenarios to at least leave the price where it is? If you know there's a higher chance that it goes down, that it stays on the same price, why would you buy?
Yeah,
Just wait and you'll buy even cheaper.
yeah, yeah, and something else with that. So for me, I did buy a couple of NFTs during this thing. Um, I you a person has to look. I'm glad we're having this talk because like everyone is different as far as like how like there's so many people out there that can't handle well these type of plays mentally. Everything's
Yeah,
a mental game. And for me, like I bought some NFTs today. If it goes lower, I'm probably still gonna buy some more.
yeah,
But that's just my own mental game that I'm willing to use. I mean, I'm willing to accept. I can handle it
yeah.
for myself. But it's just everyone's different. There are some people who can't do that. and that's fine. It's fine. Being conservative is fine. It's just, everyone has a different investing strategy or trading strategy out there. So yeah. Now on another news, did you see Easy Eats Bodega what he did?
That was so. I mean, it was funny just because it's bodega, and I know he can afford losing that much money. But but if it happened to me, it wouldn't be funny at all. He accidentally sold his SMB for 14 so instead of 149. He he put the point in the wrong spot, and he lost like 1.9K, I think, just in. Well, but
14.96 soul. Oh my gosh. That point was supposed to be right there. Dude.
yeah.
How did that happen?
I mean, it happened to me in the past. It's just, I think it's just not paying attention at all. Maybe you're just doing something else, and okay, I'm gonna put my NFT. I'm gonna list my NFT, and I think he might just like did it on the phone, probably. That kind of
Yeah.
mistakes, it's like a phone thing.
Yeah, he was probably multitasking because he's a really busy guy and just didn't see it. And then wow, $239. Man, what a steal. Man. But yeah, that's crazy. Just don't, when you're selling, just make sure you don't fat finger like here.
Yeah.
You always gotta make sure where the point is right. But yeah, sucks.
The crazy thing about when this happens is that you get like a gigantic sign from Magic Inn, like you are putting it like 98% below the floor price. Are you sure with what you're doing?
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. I want to
Thank
sell
you for
my
the second
NFT.
confirmation.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the funny thing. He probably didn't even like read the sign. He just, and it said like yes and no. It's a mistake. Like the no, it's a mistake. It's like really big. That's what makes
Man.
this thing even
Jeez.
funnier. Oh my god.
Now the other thing, I don't know if you saw, but Ryan said that Kotaro Sharks rugged.
Oh
Have
really?
you heard? Yeah, have you heard of that?
I know there's a lot of things that are happening that might get like completely that no one will see them just because of what is happening with ZZ.
Was-
And I mean, if if a mid-tier project rocks, like no, I don't know if no one will even notice just because of what's happening, what's going on. It's like even I don't know with the 60% down in Solana, if you were down like a little bit on your NFT, you are already like 80% down. So I don't know. But yeah,
yeah,
apparently they rock. What?
yeah, Kotaro Sharks rug. How can we help those affected? I wonder what happened that made these guys disappear. No matter what, the Web3 poker industry continues to grow. Oh man. Yeah, there you
That's
go.
crazy.
Just another rug that just happens. Windows client for Kotaro Sharks is looking good. Time to oh man, so Soltis actually fell for it.
Oof.
But yeah, interesting stuff. Kotaro Sharks just deleted their Discord. Another Solstice L. Oh yeah, Solstice is going through some hard times here. Man, can't believe it. But yeah,
Yeah, this is crazy.
there you go. Yeah. And the thing is, like, I would have never known unless Ryan told us, because we have such a huge issue going on with Bankman.
There's like a lot of things that concern me more than, but because I'm not even a holder on Kotaro Sharks, so I wouldn't even if that Ryan didn't bring this up, maybe in a week I would have like, hey, what happened to Kotaro Sharks?
Yeah.
Because I think there are more important things for me right now. I'm not saying Kotaro Sharks rug isn't important, but since I'm not a holder and not related to the poker community at all, I didn't even notice about this.
Yeah. Now, the other news that I saw that I've actually found quite interesting was the OK Bears co-founder. He is actually doing some good stuff right now. This guy has basically came out of the shadows I don't think he likes bull markets. I don't think he likes those that. Ever since we had this huge bear market, he's just been coming out trying to basically become a leader in the space and taking care of people. He's just been tweeting, basically, giving people confidence. He hasn't really tweeted like this before. This is like the first time I've seen him just come out of the blue. So props to Power of Pixel. He's definitely helping people out there. This isn't the first bear market, sure won't be the last. Oh, and one other thing that's crazy, that's interesting actually. I don't know if you know what OK Bears did 5 months ago, 6 months ago, but when they became, the biggest mint volume in Solana history at that time, and correct me wrong, I don't know, I think it still is. They basically switched almost all their Solana treasury to USDC. Crazy. And a lot of people hated it. A lot of people were so against it at that time. How could you do this? How could you switch from Sol was going to 1,000? Sol was like at $150 at that time. They traded everything out and kept it in USDC, and it is now probably the biggest, greatest trade right now.
Yeah, you had the smart trade mind.
Crazy. Like they have so much money right now in their treasury. They can buy Sol at cheap from like $150, $200, whatever it was at that time. It was somewhere up there. Now they can buy what, like 10x the Sol that they once had. Oh my god,
that's insane.
And not just that, they can still build right now with USDC. I mean, more likely they're going to keep it in USDC while they're building.
Yeah.
They have such a huge advantage right now compared to all these other Solana projects. There's no Solana project that I know of that held that much treasury like OK Bears did. So OK Bears is completely set right now, and they are ready for this. They were basically like the Warren Buffett of Solana NFTs. Like they can literally do anything right now. They're safe and sound. So very smart on OK Bears. That's the one thing that I like to look at in projects is their treasury. What is it in? I was always worried when some of these projects always just had Solana because of the Federal Reserve. Again, they're still hammering down the market, and there's still retail out there still buying, which is the federal market is waiting for all this to just capitulate, and someone like this doing this, amazing. I mean, amazing overall. I just hope they use it well. That's the thing. So
I'm not gonna do the wristband, the more wristbands for everyone joke. Don't worry. I mean, yeah, it's a really, really smart move. It reminds me of I don't know if you've seen the meme of Thanos from Avengers saying they call me crazy when they sub to USDC. I mean, they might knew this might happen, so just in case Solana maybe drops because maybe we're in a bear market, we're gonna just leave it all in USDC, and if we are wrong, well, we'll give you the reason, guys. But now it was a smart move. The other project I've seen that did something similar was Droid Capital, that it's an NFT project that basically is a VC for their own holders. They're gonna the plan of the NFT collection was to just find good investments, invest the money that they got from part of the treasury, and give revenue to the holders from their investments, and build a whole network of investors and stuff on their collection. And they decided to go 75-25. 75% of their treasury was on USDC, and they left 25% just in Sol. And they did it by a vote of the community. They make a whole statement on why it was a good move to leave 75 on USDC. When Solana was at 50, I think it was already going down. And most of the people read the paper and voted, and they went that way.
Interesting. I didn't even know that. But props to them as well for doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's always easy to talk when you have seen things happen, but it seems like it was like the smartest move possible to just swap everything to USDC. people roast them really hard to the NFT collections that did that back on the day. It was like, hey, you're not trusting on the ecosystem, blah blah blah. Why are you swapping all to USDC? You just cash grabbers and want money, want to buy a Lambo and stuff. And it was like, it's not a matter of that. It's just I'm I'm looking at my community and I'm not trying to get wrecked if Sol goes down.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. For sure, we have Ryan right here who basically, I think he doesn't like the Utes art from what it looks like, or
Yeah,
it
I've
says
seen.
supposed to rework the Utes art. But yeah, what do you think of the Utes art that just came out? Is it
Mm,
nice?
I like it, but there's a thing. There's a catch. I like it, but they made like a whole hype on the youth art and that it's gonna. I thought it was just gonna go better than it went, and more even further once Frank made the tweet on the youth's account that they were going to discard like the whole collection and redo the art, and apparently
Oh
they
snap!
didn't. They just redo the the attributes. So I don't know. Oh no
What?
way!
Oh snap! It's time. Utes collection is bridging to Ethereum. The first
Wow,
1,000 to bridge their Utes will be airdropped an additional minted Ute exclusively in Ethereum. What the hell?
wow.
In addition, if that didn't make it to Solana collects link to mint site. Is this a hack? Link to mint site in comment below. I don't know, man. Is this a hack?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, no. I say hello because what?
Oh no, this is the wrong one.
Oh, okay. I got scared. I said, what happened? No. Okay. Okay. We almost catch the vibe.
You
Okay.
almost got- you guys live hacking from me connecting. But yeah.
But
There you
yeah,
go, guys.
yeah. What were you saying?
I was saying, like, there you go, guys. That was a live version of double checking if you were if you could get hacked or not. So there you go. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I like the youth art, but I don't. I have bigger expectations. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be even better, but I like it. I mean, it's on point. It's like if I would have to rate it, I would like maybe give them an 8 out of 10 because I love the one on ones. I think they are just I love them all, and the youths are like okay, so I'll give them like a 6 maybe, and the average will be like an 8 out of 10 for the whole collection. I like some of the attributes, but most of them are like really average. That's what I would say of them. I Many of the youths I like them, but if I have to talk about the 15K collection, I would say most of them are like there on point.
You know, I got a Ute minted, and it was a guy with red horns, and I saw that the red helmets were on the floor, so I
Yeah.
traded it for a red helmet because I was thinking that was going to be a nice, beautiful story of the red helmets coming back, and I was so bullish on these things that I basically had the DAO make a Twitter DAO for the red helmets, and I basically instigated it. I was like, get all the red helmets out there. We're freaking taking this up, and the DAO actually made a Twitter DAO. They made a Twitter DAO and found all these redheads out there. And I started realizing that this doesn't really look great for my profile because it looks like a red balloon. You can't see my guy. You just see like a big red circle. And that's what I hated because close up it looks cool. But when you put it as a PFP, it looks like a red circle. So I started disliking it a little bit. And that's why I kind of changed it. And I hope he changes the art here because he said he will and improves it. But yeah, I can see what the issue is now with this. It's too late now because I have it. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm checking at Ryan comments. He's saying that youths are pretty much at being priced right now. Yeah, if you check like every single thing, we were like discussing with the guys yesterday that most of the projects are, even if they are not at their, even if they are higher than their mint price, just because of the sol drop, in terms of money, of cash, they're all down. I mean, there's no way you are on profit on something you bought like last week, unless, I don't know, no, no, there's not a single project that pumped like really hard last week. So if you bought something
Yeah.
last week, you are on losses right now. Even
Yeah.
Utes.
Yep. Pretty much. With that, there are projects that like what's crazy is Experiment's still holding the ground. Like even like on USDC value, they're down. Everything's down, like what you said. On Solana terms, Experiment is still at the same value. Ever since this whole thing crashed, because there's not more pressure you can put into these small projects. Kikaverse, same thing. It's still around 0.45. It did lose just a little bit from 0.50. Parrot Tools did collapse from what their range were at $2. They're now like at 1.84. Liberty, this has definitely crashed to $6. 6 SOL. This one's an insane one. This one's supposed to be pretty much hold around at 9. So it's coming a little bit up. It was at 5. A lot of these projects definitely took a hit. Lunar took a huge hit. They were at 5 and went all the way down to 205. I bought 2 Lunars during this fall here, and they went back to 315. Blocksmith Labs was another big one. They went down to like 40 or 50. Look at that. That was a crazy dip. And with $12 Solana.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Really cheap.
Yeah. And it looks like Sol is right now there. It's how would you say it's now trying to find its value with these projects. So it looks like they're starting to come back up to 69 Solana. So some of these projects are starting to find their valuation now. The same thing with the DeGods. So yeah, there's a couple of them. Sources, dude, I like Sources, man. I don't know why. I always enjoyed their art. I don't know if I don't know what you think of them. I haven't staked mines actually yet. I bought one today.
I still have the one that you gave me, and I didn't stake it just because I didn't connect the wallet to any place yet. I'm a little bit scared, not gonna lie. But I really like the art, and I really like their community. I would love to see how they're gonna build from now on, to see what they take. I think they have like made a really solid staking for the token. I mean, the token doesn't have any real value on the market as a liquidity pool, but they made the token so that it's more burned than the tokens that are minted with the staking. So their valuation should go up with the time, just because taking your Sourcey to level up and get more tokens from the staking is really expensive. Well, maybe not now because of the Solana devaluation, but it was like expensive to bring your Sourcey up and turn it into I don't know how it's called, the last tier, the master, I think, the Sourcey master. It's really expensive.
Man, that's insane. But yeah, any last words on what's going on?
I'm just gonna say what I'm gonna do for the next couple of days. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna make rush decisions on Sol. I'm not gonna buy the token. I'm not. Maybe if I see the chance to maybe buy a blue chip for like 10 Sol or that price, maybe I might swap my NFTs and put a little bit of money to buy a blue chip, just because of the opportunity of getting a blue chip for so cheap. But other than that, I'm not gonna put extra money on Sol right now. And I would suggest everyone do the same. Put just money that you are completely sure you are not gonna need, and then it's from when you from one day to the other you lose it all, you don't get affected. Look at me, I lost like 8 soul, I think, like on the weekend. And even though it really hurt to me the next day, it was like, okay, I lost that money, I was willing to lose that money and not feeling guilty about it. So I'm just gonna start building all over. I mean, there's nothing you can do. So
Yeah.
just set that. It's, I know it's hard, it's not easy to set up that mentality, but once you get, I mean, it's the best thing you can do here on the bear market. You on the bear market, it's really hard to make actual money. The results from the bear market, you will see them on the bull market most likely. So that's what I have to say. Just be playing with money you are willing to lose. And if I what I'm gonna do is observe Solana from aside and see how it goes from now in the following, like, maybe week or so.
Yeah, and interesting, good points there. For me, I'm slowly watching the market. If I do see any NFTs that I do like from my secondary watch list, I will buy them. I already bought an ABC. Um, I bought 2 of them, so I'm at 10 right now. I bought a Sourcey. I bought a Lunar, 2 Lunars. So I'm slowly just watching this thing, and if it keeps going down, and if the fundamentals of Solana is still the same with what's going on with
Yeah.
Google Cloud coming in, with the Solana mobile phone, with people still there building, if everything's still the same and it's just a Bankman bank run, no pun intended, but if it's just that, then I'm okay. And for me personally, I would just buy just a little bit on what I like during these times. But it's not crazy. I'm not putting in money. I'm not buying $1,000 of Sol. I'm not I'm not going ham on this. I'm just slowly just dipping in and just playing my cards in there to the point where if I can sleep at night, well, then I'm okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing, and we will see where this goes a week from now. Hopefully, it's better news.
Yeah. Hopefully,
than
at
this
least
week.
we're on the same range of price. We're not seeing like Solana in $5. Please don't.
¿Cuándo hacemos
But
un podcast en español? Oh,
buena
that would be
pregunta.
cool.
That would be cool. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, but yeah, thanks, Jot 3x for coming on. Definitely, everyone else, Ryan, Hector, and guys, make sure you subscribe, you comment on anything you want us to talk. I know it's been a rough week. We're here. We're always here on the Discord as well. Come join the Discord if you want to hang. We're just hanging out there, and yeah, see you guys next week. Much love and peace.